What up, motherfucker? 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 So, it should have been obvious, but I'm an idiot, so it wasn't obvious. It took 600 years of thinking for me to get there. But I was... Nextdoor app will let you know what kind of people you have in your neighborhood. And somebody posted one of those, I'm so happy. There's been these parades that nobody asked for. I'm pretty sure they're not sanctioned. I really doubt there's been any paperwork put in. But what they're doing is these Donald Trump fans, which again, I want to repeat, I've never seen this before. I've never seen this shit for Obama. Never even heard of it. I never heard of it. I'd love to be wrong, but I like to be wrong. It's nice to be corrected because I don't like being wrong. Because if I'm wrong, I'm probably gonna be wrong multiple times. Well, I've never saw for Obama, Bush, Clinton, Reagan. Even though Reagan seemed popular enough, he might have had parades. I don't know. Except for when Reagan died and they sent his body around, I think he had parades then. I don't know. I'm not talking about that though, because Biggie died. Biggie had a parade or whatever, funeral procession where they drove his shit down Brooklyn and people were outside. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about people fucking 80, 90, 100, 200, 300, whatever, however many cars there were, with Trump flags and American flags and honking, and I believe they had a bus and they had these digital billboards. Like, what the fuck? And one the bus that's honking out front, some of the videos I've seen, I've never seen the bus in person, but I've seen the parades. I've been stuck by I just pulled off. There was one the other day, I just pulled off and chilled on the side. Like, I'm not even fucking with this herpes. Fuck that shit. Let those dumb fucks roll on by. Just honking, flags, people waving. No titties. If you're gonna do this shit, why don't you treat it like a rock show? Let's see some fucking titties. Come on. As I'm talking to nobody. Maybe the thought will get out there in the world. I didn't see any titties. Maybe it's because they don't want to get public indecency charges. I guess that makes sense. But anyway, it's goddamn juvenile and annoying. Which that's their thing, right? That's their thing. That's been the thing from the beginning. That's why they love him, because he speaks his mind. He gives people fucking grade school nicknames and then only refers to them as that. It's nuts, man. But there was a thread talking about how much they loved it, because they were going around the neighborhood here honking and shit. Well, not here. I'm sure it was here too. I'm so happy our president. I had a revelation, or I realized about the silent majority thing. I commented, you guys weren't even the majority in 2016. You guys lost by millions of votes as far as the popular went. So, maybe you'll be the majority in 2020. I really doubt it. Like, I thought all the way through 2020 and 2019, there's no fucking way Trump's gonna lose. But the last 3 months, not even the pandemic, just, it seems to me the silent majority, if there was ever a silent majority, would be the people that were begrudgingly backing Trump until this summer, really. And it seems like that's the silent majority. That's the only bulk of new voices I'm starting to hear more. There are people I know in my circles that voted for him in 2016 that are like, you know what? This guy's a fucking idiot. There's no way. I don't know if they voted for Biden, but... because I don't know. I really don't know anybody that likes Biden. Do I know anyone that likes Biden? I don't think so. Everybody I know is just voting for him because they hate Trump, which I think is just as goddamn stupid. That was the problem in 2016. Like nobody, like there was actually new people that liked Hillary in 2016, but the vast majority of everybody on both sides was, I'm voting for Trump because he's not Hillary, and I'm voting for Hillary because she's not Trump. That was the majority of it, which is sad. It's fucking sad. But I knew a lot more people that liked Hillary back then, actually liked her. Like didn't know anything about her. I'd bring up all this shit when she was Secretary of State, and I'd talk about how she backed Doma like hard. I know she was the first lady at the time, but that was my first exposure to her. Was on. I mean, besides her standing next to Bill, smiling, that was the first time I listened to her talk. I'm like, wow, this bitch hates gay people. Fuck her. Like really, not. It's just bullshit. Anyway, fuck that. I'm not talking about that bitch. But I've always wondered, because I hear the right so much. They're like, hey man, if Trump loses, it's over, Civil War II. And I'm like, what are you gonna do, bitch? Like, what are you gonna fucking do? Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. What are you gonna do? And today, when people brought it up, it hit me. Like, I know what they could do. I guess I'm going slow. Everybody's just going on by me, huh? They could just start killing Democrats. It's not hard to find a Democrat. There's several of them voted in around Arizona. They could easily, because this is another reason, I will never put a fucking sign up. I'll never put a sign up in my yard. I'll never put a fucking decal on my car. Whoa, I take that back. This is why. I had a decal for Obama on my car because leading up to 2008, he talked a good talk. He really did. It was almost the fucking fantasy of what he talked about he was going to do was destroyed before he even got into office. Did I just go the wrong way? Oh no. I just never noticed how close that next exit was. It freaked my shit. But it was clear Obama was completely full of shit once his cabinet was released. It's like, oh shit, you are trying to be like Ron Paul and shit. What the fuck is this? Is that a speed trap? That's a speed trap. That's remarkable. Does it work? Wow. Never saw that shit before. Good thing I wasn't going very fast. But anyway, so yeah, Obama fell through immediately. But Beth and I both had his sticker on our car, and it wasn't very far in. We were in Nebraska, and I'm sure we would have been set on fire if we were in fucking Phoenicia when we had those stickers on our cars. But yeah, it got bad. I noticed people look at because I watch my rear view a lot, and I've noticed people see my sticker and then immediately start very aggressively driving. And I don't need that shit. So I took mine off. I'm like, no, fuck that. And Beth's like, why are you doing that? And then over the couple years after I took mine off, she'd tell these stories about people driving like assholes. And after a while, I was like, take the sticker off. Because like it's pretty obvious. All of the assholes start driving like assholes. Because usually if you look around, you'll see people driving like assholes all around you. But all of her stories started pretty much behind her. So it's like, take that sticker off, dude. Fuck those guys. So I'm taking her sticker off. So I'm never doing that shit again. But anyway, the point is, I'm fucked. I think I'm fucked. Let me see. The point is, am I fucked? I'm not fucked. The point is, all these people with signs in their yard, like for me, personally, because I didn't know how the fuck 2016 was going to go. And 2016 was really, really tame compared to 2020 and how everybody is now. It was super tame. I mean, I thought it was bad. Like, wow, tensions are high. But I didn't know anything. I didn't know anything. And this is before the media was able to magically take the name of Black Lives Matter and assign it to a dribble of looting and shit and Antifa. And they've been working on Antifa's name for a while because what they did to cock block piece of shit speakers. Like, I mean, when Milo, whatever the fuck his last name is, the blonde gay guy that's a Republican supposedly, even when half of your own side thinks you're full of shit. Come on, yeah. You have a couple million followers. That's okay. Good, you got the fringe. Good for you. Nobody gives a fuck. But yeah. So they got cock blocked real hard. So they've been demonizing them for a while. Antifa. But there's so much fucking brainwashing going on about these people are demons and shit. I totally get how Hitler rose to power. This is insane. Fucking crazy. Do you hate fascism? Yes. Well, good. You're part of Antifa. You don't even know. That's really all it is. And if you guys, I want to share onion links and shit. Like read Antifa forums and shit. Read them. It's nothing. They're not a militia or whatever the fuck. They're not even. Just they're like low quality trolls. I mean, they mean well, but they're like 1/50th of what 4chan is. What they've done. But anyway, they're kind of like real world watered down 4chan trolls. Is all it is. But anyway, in 2016, I was paying attention. I feel like fucking Kanye. Listen to his shit. Hearing myself talk reminds me of listening to Kanye talk. Nobody can listen to me. Nobody. It's a huge mess. But anyway, just a million thoughts coming out. You can't do anything about it. But in 2016, I had taken note of where all the Trump signs were. Because if the shit hit the fan and everything went crazy, and it was pretty much everybody versus everybody, I knew what I was going to do. But it didn't go crazy. I haven't even looked for Trump signs here. I don't care. I cared more then. My hope was crushed. My hope was completely crushed by Bernie back then. Not just Bernie, but DNC and everybody. There's no hope. So I don't have a dog in the fight anymore. But that's exactly what they could do. They could target all the Democrats, like in office, go after them, and they could start clearing out houses that had Biden signs out front. That's what they could do. I don't know what it's gonna help. Get a lot of motherfuckers in prison forever, but yeah, I don't know. It's next week. We'll see what happens. Peace out.